hello, hello, hello. I've been working with most of you separately. Some of you more than others. Most of you have been getting emails from me going, what the fuck? We're already in better shape than traditional productions here, but I'm still already a month behind. So, welcome to Arte Rosa. Let's do a round robin real quick, because not all of you have all worked together, so just going left to right.
Oliver Luke, technical director.
And
scenic designer. And scenic builder. And set dresser. And
and who's our friend behind the camera?
Behind the camera, that is Will Sancen. He will be set construction. He'll be documenting the process. And anything else that I can put him to work doing.
That's my boy.
Justin Kalett, costume designer.
I'm Michael Cole. I'm the lighting designer, lightboard programmer, electrician, hang, focus crew. The list is long, and what was the word? Distinguished. That's right.
I'm Josh Bradford. I'm music director, hopefully not as much of a strong orchestrator for this one, but who knows. And and piano player for this thing. So.
And I'm Adam Adolfo.
There you go.
All right.
Yay! There you go.
All right.
Oliver's outnumbered.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Welcome to theater.
I always am. So
Elise LaValle will not be with us today, unfortunately. Okay. She is choreographing 2 other shows right now.
Oh, wow.
So she is a bit busy. Elise LaValle choreographed our production of Kiss of the Spider Woman. She's phenomenal. She's brilliant. She's a genius. And she's a strong, powerful woman.
Yes.
I love her. So she will be in charge of our dancers. This is part 1, so that we don't have to go jumping back and forth through the liner notes. This was finally constructed for us.
Awesome.
This is using the approved translation from Warner Chappell Music. As you can tell reading the show, it's another mess of metaphor. It's, and to quote my favorite quote on metaphor, people who speak in metaphor should shampoo my crotch. That being said, the show gives us a great opportunity to use the text as merely a jumping off point. The text is sort of like Shakespeare. It's what we do on top of it that makes it interesting. And the liberating of the words, the delivery of the text. Horatio Ferrer, the librettist, was a poet, and his poetry was metaphysical in style. And that's why he and Piazzolla found comfort in each other, because they're both a little esoteric and nuts. So the script is merely a jumping off point, announcing the casting of our principals. These are our 3 principals. They are basically the best of the young talent in DFW. Grace Neely, who's playing our Maria, has been on stage at Casa Manana, Circle Theater. She has made the rounds at all the major regional theaters in secondary or minor chorus roles. So this is a great step up for her and a great coup for us in terms of the notoriety she brings with her. Keith J. Warren will be playing El Peadol. Keith has also been making the rounds at the major regional theaters with great influence over at Lyric Theater. Having spent some time at Casa Manana too, he is sort of one of the resident DFW musical theater actors with a great work ethic, phenomenal team player. This is a kid who, during Kiss of the Spider Woman, would do a 3.5-hour rehearsal and then stay 2 hours and help on the set. Mm-hmm. This kid is amazing. He has a huge future ahead of him. And after last year's production of Kiss of the Spider Woman, he was eager to come back and work here and work with me again, work with Josh again. So he's a great asset to the production. The 3rd actor playing El Duende, who is JP Gano. JP comes to us from Dallas. He's one of my Dallas actors. Always love dipping into Dallas talent. JP is actually from Mexico and is a legitimate first language Spanish speaker, which is what we needed for the role. He's a phenomenal actor. He's done stuff all over the DFW, not only on stage, but in television as well. And JP has a background in physical theater in Mexico and is a trained dancer. So we're very eager to make the one that more of a dancing role than we had anticipated. He's already working on the text, memorizing, because there's a lot of it for him. Hi, all this metaphysical poetry that really goes nowhere.
Yeah.
And I have to get it and I have to get it in the right order. So these three people, we announced them some time ago. We've already had a premiere performance from Grace. Grace, with Josh and Keith, went to the Fort Worth Arts Council at the annual Fort Worth Arts Council grant celebration, where they announce all the big grants and give checks and all that sort of thing. And Grace performed I Am Maria 1 week after being cast. And she was stunning. People were very excited to hear about the show. There was a lot of buzz in that room full of the most important art people in DFW. And they were all talking about us. So we will be sending Grace, JP, and Keith out to sing in public as much as we possibly can. What we have recognized at this organization is that all Spanish events have a huge turnout because the Latino community is dying for it. Moreover, Tango events are the best attended events in the history of this organization. So we've tied those two things together and put it into one show. Our notoriety within the theater community, as most of you know, has been growing steadily over the last 2 years, despite what Punch Shaw has said in the paper.
Yep.
Congratulations, by the way. He praised your set.
Yay! He likes something.
But that being said, we are going to use those three things in really trying to redefine what we can do here and what the scope is. Our show opens one day before the Fort Worth Opera opens. Fort Worth Opera was here 2 weeks ago talking to us to see if there was any tie-in we could do, and we're exploring those opportunities as well. So there's that. Questions, concerns, comments, and or snide remarks? All right, good.